to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. We go jump till you.
No place like home. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Spark FM Online family. Good morning, family and friends. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and more good mornings to you. It is Monday. It is bright and early on a Monday morning. It is 5 days into the February, into the Black History Month. And like I said, we're going to start giving you guys some Black History random facts throughout the show. So you know what's going on. Huh?
Moments in Black History.
Moments in Black History. We'll give you that after we get into the weather and before we get into the, what is it called? The Around the Way news. It's Monday, so I want to check in with everybody. If you are tuned in right now, if you are logging in, first of all, go ahead and give it up a share. Let people know what you guys are listening to. Share with 2 friends. Tag them. Put them in the DMs. Slide in their DMs. Quick check-in. It's been the weekend. Miss Tony, how was your week? You had a pretty eventful weekend.
I had such a good weekend.
Tell me
such a good
everything.
weekend. So Friday evening, I attempted the Raheem Devon show.
But and shout out to Raheem Devon for calling in on Friday evening.
And he did, and I missed that interview, and I'm really sorry that I did. But he performed. That man performed till his shirt came off. It was amazing. It was my first Raheem Devon experience, so I was considered a virgin, which he did shout us out many times that evening.
I don't think so. We went with the other station once in the early days. You were there. It was at the House of Blues, actually.
Me?
Yep, it was at the House of Blues, and we went because I remember we was standing up top with Bobby Shakes. Yes.
Well, girl, I don't know how long ago that was, but he done fell off. He done fell off the whole facts, so it's time to go again. So I was a virgin.
Yeah, that was about 12 years ago, so you could definitely count that. But yeah, we definitely seen him.
He was amazing. The show was a 10 o'clock show.
It looked like it, man, like he was on tables and things.
He was on top of the chairs. He walked through the crowd. He poured water on himself. He handed out roses to the ladies. He told us several times to touch ourselves. It was amazing. It was amazing. I will go to Raheem Devon again when he ever comes back here because I know the songs now.
I know the songs.
Oh, I was singing.
How do you prepare for a concert?
I go to the music stream and play their whole catalog, or YouTube and play their whole catalog.
And repeat the ones that I like the most. I be researching.
I was like, if I don't know all of them, I'm gonna know this one because this is the one that I like. He made me want to believe in love again, and I was like, wow. And I posted, I said, if you can't love me the way Raheem Devon sings about, leave me the hell alone.
Don't talk to me.
We know that love like that only exists in fairy tales, rom-coms, and Raheem Devon songs. So whatever. But I felt good that night. So that was Friday night. Saturday night, I was dead dog tired. Went home and was like, I'm going to bed. Got into my bed. Got up and was like, I'm outside. Called up my good friend Nicole Flint, who is a vibe. Went to we started out at Fort Hill Bar and Grill. Enjoyed someone's birthday party. Was a grand time.
How you gonna crash somebody's birthday party?
Child, I don't know whose birthday party it was. I met the nicest man who ensured that I had a good evening at Fort Hill Grill.
He bought you drink?
He did, and he danced with me, and he told me nice things and pulled my hair back and whispered into my ears. No, he wasn't. He was quite younger.
Really?
10 years younger than me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing because old men are still the only ones that be outside with what is it? With courtship and gentlemanship.
Yes, he was gentle. Walked me to the car after, opened my door, ensured that I got home safely at the end of the night. We went down to Estella's where Mark Maron is doing his thing. It's called the
Reggae Lounge. Downtown Lounge.
And that was good. Sterling Pearl was up. We found Sterling Pearl.
I'm so
We
excited.
found him. That was a great time. Met another young man. He was 20 something, and that was great. We had a great time too. It was a nice time. I had a good weekend. Yesterday we had a Spark FM meeting in our new building. Looking forward to that. Everybody seems excited, and that was very, really nice. And then I went back home, stayed in my bed for the rest of the day, binge watched Griselda and finished it.
Oh, you finished your reading.
I did. I finished my reading of the Griselda book. Very, very interesting show. I wish there were more.
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't think it served her any justice. I think it was good, but
Yeah.
it didn't serve her any justice in telling her story.
They made her look so pretty.
Yeah.
No, they made Griselda look pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, because I was gonna say they made Sofia Vergara very ugly
Yeah.
with that nose. My God.
Yeah.
Because she's just what's her name?
Griselda,
Griselda in real
yeah.
life was not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was not a beautiful woman.
No, but that was a very, very interesting story. Very interesting story. I suggest that people watch it, but make sure you have to pay lots of attention because it is a lot of reading. And I felt very bad that I don't know Spanish.
Me too.
Like, damn, I wish I could just listen to this. But anyhow, that was my weekend. What about you, Trez? How was your weekend?
Man, it's not so exciting as yours. You make it. What you had that written down?
No, that was how I feel.
She's got photographic. What is it? Somebody said in Raising Canaan.
She
The
got
brother had
photogenic
said
memory.
something like, "I got it." He didn't say photogenic though. He said,
photographic memory.
There was something that was not the word, and I was like, "All right, Matt. What's his name? Mike. What's his name? Mike thing from Suits.
Ross.
Mike Ross from Suits.
Yes. Yes. And
Tristan, you was man down all weekend.
I know.
Not all weekend. On Friday, I had to DJ Sweet 16. That
How'd
was
you do
interesting.
that?
They were lit.
Yeah, I'm
they
sure.
were lit. Shout out to the young lady. Her name was Neve. She turned she turned 16, and her family put on a sneaker ball for her.
Oh,
It was really dope.
I saw that,
I like a
and
sneaker
the
ball.
hall was really dope. It was right here. in
They
Hyde
really
Park.
made that really nice.
Yeah, it's right. I'll show you. I got video. I was like, wow. But yeah, shout out to them. They party, and I like doing Sweet 16s because they keep me up on my music
Yes,
for the
they
young
do.
people.
Mhm.
All
I just
kinds
want
of
to rock,
music.
rock.
I don't know what they talking about, and
But
all
they know every
all
word.
lyrics, and
Every
everything.
lyric.
Yeah.
Every
Wish they
lyric.
knew them lyrics like them. Knew their
Like
books
they
like
know
them
them
lyrics.
You know them lyrics like you know your ABC.
Like you know your numbers.
So they were cool. Other than that, yeah, I was down. I was trying to get over. I'm trying to get over a slight cold. Well, it was a cold. It was a cold. I haven't been sick this long for a minute. But
You need to
shout
sit
out
down.
to the Spark FM family yesterday. We were at our new building, having a nice team, and it looks like they're excited. We're excited. And, looking
Yeah.
forward to growth and development.
Me
Good
too,
things
me
are
too.
coming.
Good things are going.
And I'm also sad I'm not in Trinidad. Last year, I was.
Oh, yes. So when is actual carnival?
I think
It's
it's
this
this weekend, Monday and Tuesday.
Tuesday coming
That's
up.
early, right?
Yeah,
It's usually
No,
isn't it towards the end of the month.
it's usually around this
No,
time.
usually
Oh,
was like the
okay.
middle, like right around the Super Bowl-ish.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I remember I always thought it was like the second week.
Every year is kind of different. It's
Yeah.
in the middle, in the beginning,
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yes, I did too have a very
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
do really a lot. Friday I didn't do what did I do? Nothing. I went home and sit down. And then Saturday, I stayed at the family's house and then went home and sit down. And then yesterday we had a meeting and then I went home and sit down. No, yesterday I actually tried to go out to Whitman,
Yeah.
out to Whitman, but I didn't do my due diligence and call before I got there. So I had to make an appointment. So I couldn't do that. However, I did go back home and watch the movie called The Founder with Michael Keaton, I think it
Oh,
was,
yeah,
about
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
And that was a really, really dope movie. I'm trying to get into a lot more entrepreneurship type movies so I can figure out what these people did to be successful. And especially with that one, that's just such an interesting story how
He's
Croc,
McDonald's out.
he swindled,
Mhm.
she swindled.
Don't say it.
No, I mean it's
Watch
history,
it.
so you'll get like I actually read the Wikipedia before I actually watched the movie, so I
It's
can
on
know.
what?
Huh?
It's on what?
It's on I watched it on Freebie. I don't know what the
Oh.
hell Freebie
I don't know
is.
what that is.
It's another one.
It's another one.
Freebie, Voodoo, all of them.
Yeah, but I think it comes on Prime or something like that. But that's a really, really dope movie to figure. It was 2 points. How this man swindled the McDonald's brothers out of their business. And the second part is how he was able to pick this little hometown business up and make it into a global sensation. So in 2 parts, I understand what he did, and I also think that what he did was grimy. So like, it's like, ugh. You root for him, and then you're like, ugh, I hate you. Hate you, Croc. But he did that.
He did what a clear folk would do.
Yes, he did.
A smart clear folk would do with good counsel. And
bro literally stood on business. That's what he did. And like nothing else. No morals, no emotions, nothing. It was just staying on business. And that's why he is the biggest food chain franchise owner in the whole entire world.
I feel like that's like most billionaires. Like there's like that. They don't have like soulless.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like he's an amazing man, but just soulless. Like how you do that? McDonald's would have not been what it is today had he not intervened. But how he did intervene, dog. Just watch. It's an old movie. It's 2016, I think it is.
On Freebie.
Yeah.
How did you find it to watch?
I follow a bunch of entrepreneurs and days, whatever. So I Googled how to find it. And then, I don't know, I was watching it on not Freebie before. And then again, when I tried to find it, it was said Freebie. Oh. Freebie. I don't know what it is. Freebie. But that was the weekend. You guys let us know how your weekend was in the chat room. And we will go from there. Let's go.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
You're listening to Spark FM.
Online. Yes, it is 9:24. Probably one of the best times that there ever was in life. On February 5th, 2024. Did you guys know that yesterday was 242024?
Get it?
Yesterday was 2424.
2424.
2424. Oh. February 4th, 2024.
Oh, I missed it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry. But I told you now. So yes, today is February 5th, Cinco de Febrero.
Wow.
It is going to be sunny today. Sunny, high around 40 degrees. Winds in the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight is going to drop down to about 27 degrees. And there's only 1% chance of precipitation. So we should be good. We should be good for today. Still wear a jacket because even when you think you're a little hot, when you go outside, it's not so hot.
No, it's cold outside today.
I can't find where my Black History fact was.
I can find one for you.
That. Yes. I had it lined up and then I don't know, because Uncle Grandpa sent it the other day.
Let's play a random Black History fact from Carlos.
Yes. Here we go.
And we'll celebrate Marvin's Room. Is that a song?
No, that is by Drake.
Is that the song?
So in society, here we go. Dr. Carter G. Woodson, known as the father of Black history, started the first Negro History Week in 1926 to ensure students would learn Black history. It grew into Black History Month starting in 1976.
Wow.
Yes. So that will lead that one. That's a little tidbit of information for you guys for right now.
Black History Month is as old as me.
Yes, it's old. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So again, that was Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black history. So now you guys could interject that. Maybe Schneider already knew that. Lawanda already knew that. Most of y'all already knew that. But what we will do is make sure that y'all remember that name. Dr. Carter G. Woodson, father of Black history, came up with Black History Week in 1926. Remember that, because next time you guys are Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, they're going to bring that up and you're going to say, oh, I remember listening to Spark FM Online on Saucy and Friends. What did they say? They said Dr. Carter G. Woodson, and they said 1926.
Yes.
Thank us later if you get the million.
1976.
1976, yes. Get the memo, holler at us. Make sure that you guys shout us out when you win. And that's it. With that said, let's get into the show. Saucy and Friends starts right now.
You already?
Yes, we did. 1,200 Newton students ready to return to school.
Yeah, finally.
12K Newton students returned to school Monday after an historic teacher strikes end. About 1,200 students to attend Newton Public Schools. Classes will resume Monday, today, 1 hour later than usual, as about 24 schools across the district. The walkout that began on January 19 and led to 11 days of canceled classes. A tentative agreement on a new 4-year contract was reached on Friday night, bringing one of the longest teacher strikes in Massachusetts history to an end. The school district is expected to spend an additional $53 million over 4 years to cover the... That's it?
How much?
$53 million over 4 years for a whole entire district. This is what we was fighting for. Go to the clip, Christian, because I'm mad about it.
And teachers will return to the classroom this morning. That's after a deal was reached late Friday night to end the ongoing teacher strike. It's been more than 2 weeks since school has been in session.
But even this first day back will not go exactly as normal. Boston 25 News reporter Ryan Breslin is live this morning, and all schools in Newton, they're going to be opening 1 hour late, Ryan.
Yeah, good morning to you, Kelly and Ray. That's right. Even this morning, students will be going to school late. A 1 hour delay is in place so that principals and staff that they can reconnect and talk about how to best support students going forward. Now, this strike led to 11 days of canceled classes at the about 24 schools across Newton. That's affected 12,000 students. The new tentative agreement for the teachers is a 4-year contract where the school system is expected to spend an added $53 million over those 4 years. That includes a cost of living increase of 13% over that period. Meanwhile, students and parents are looking forward to heading back now that the strike is over.
I was happy about it at first, then it just got really boring at the last week. I had nothing to do.
The kids still have a lot of questions, and it's a good opportunity to start teaching them about what it means to run a city.
Now, the school committee will still need to finalize this new agreement in a public vote that is scheduled for Wednesday. The union itself has been fined more than $600,000 for this strike. For now, live in Newton, Ryan Breslin for your local station, Boston 25 News.
They're still considering several additional options to make up for the rest of the missed school days. I don't think parents are going to drop their vacations that were planned 6 months in advance. I think people are still going to go on vacation, said parent Isabella, somebody. The agreement still must be approved by the school committee, like he just said. So they will be voting on it on Wednesday. They also get a 13% cost of living increase, which seems good to me because if cost of living is increasing, my pay should increase as well. So good for them.
I looked up the average salary of a Newton school teacher the other day, and it's for 2023, it was like 62,000 or something.
You said 70 something.
Well, yeah,
I think you said 70 something.
70
Yeah. I mean, that's more than. See, let's talk. Let's talk about it. These teachers that are making probably more than the average teacher across the Boston school system literally risked it all for 11 days to come up with something that works better for them in order to serve those students in that district.
Yeah.
here we have, I don't even know how many students we have in the system, probably like 55,000 students across the Boston public school system. And our schools are underfunded. Our schools are dilapidated and crazy. Most of our teachers are not paid. There's not enough teachers working in the school system. There's not accurate communication throughout the school system. There are so many things wrong. And it's just so interesting how the world can watch this historic strike and still kind of fight us down about the needs of the Boston school system. Very interesting.
Good point. Good point.
Very, very interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So they're getting increase of wages, increase of cost of living wages. They're getting their contracts and all kinds of stuff in this very, very, very affluent neighborhood. And then our community centers are taken away and used as shelters for migrant families who are looking for safe, humble sleeping space.
Yeah. And the migrants that took up all the parking space over there in front of Fort Hill Grill. I had to go down, turn all the way around. You can't park in that whole side where the migrants at. They ain't even got no cars yet.
It's just very interesting. I can't get over the fact that Maura Healey said that we ain't had no choice.
We don't have no choice.
She said we ain't have no choice. The cost of living increase is important, but the benefits of money when they retire is where it's all at. At least that is what my educated friends tell me. That is true, Janet, because they want to make sure that they're set up after they finish. Some of these teachers in here don't need to be teaching no more. They old. They need to come out. Yeah. I also don't agree with these younger teachers in here, teaching their age children at the same time.
Children who are a little bit older than them.
It'd be like a 21-year-old student who's teaching 9th grade English.
Yep.
They're 2 years separated from you. That's it. Yep. You're a freshman. You just now graduated. They about to graduate high school. That is crazy to me. But boy, I tell you, there's a lot. Anyhow, homeless man pleads for help after denied access to migrant shelter in Roxbury. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh. That went viral.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Oh. Here we go. A video. Oh, boy. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Yeah.
A video went viral on social media on Thursday showing a homeless man angrily pleading with police after being denied entry into the new migrant shelter set up in Roxbury, Massachusetts. The near-class recreational complex, which gives local children a safe space to play, will now be shut down for about 3 months. They said May, so I don't know.
May, yeah.
I don't understand why everybody keeps saying 3 months. I keep hearing May.
Yeah.
Down for at least 3 months to house migrant families, according to Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey. She toured this closed down facility on the exact day the fourth and the final Walgreens pharmacy closed its doors in Roxbury, Massachusetts, which has been a major concern in this community that feels like its resources are running thin. Why Governor Healey chose to close down a recreational center in Roxbury, one of the poorest neighborhoods in Boston of all places, is raising serious concerns of residents in Massachusetts. The homeless gentleman in the following video is clearly frustrated that the local homeless population is not receiving the same help and attention that homeless migrants are. Warning, the video does contain explicit language, and we will explicitly language that video for you right now.
We will do what to it?
Explicit.
Shut up.
Oh.
It doesn't make no fucking sense.
Bleep.
None.
Bleep.
I'm fucking homeless.
Bleep.
I work a full-time job.
Okay.
40 hours. And can't pay to live here. How the fuck are y'all gonna bring somebody else here? Don't make no fucking sense. None.
I mean, he ain't wrong. Bro is not wrong.
Not at all.
He's not wrong. And man said, I don't know if it's true. Man said he worked 40 hours a week.
Yep.
And he's homeless. And he can't get half of the help that the migrant families have helped. Again, I do want to be clear that I don't think any of us anywhere are saying that we should not help these people.
Yeah.
If we have the resources to do it and the law says that we can handle it, I feel like we should.
If we have the resources.
Yeah. I believe that Massachusetts as a whole has the resources. I, however, do not believe that it needs to be in the vicinity of the poorest neighborhoods, especially Roxbury. Roxbury right up the street from Massacass. And we know that all the Massacass residents are not drug dealers. We know that there are homeless families out there living as well. So I'm not really understanding why our homeless families can't get nowhere to sleep. But we can literally take a viable community center and turn it into a shelter for people who came here that should be out in Newton.
Great. Say the word.
Why can't they go to Newton?
Yes.
I'm not saying send them elsewhere. If they got to be in Massachusetts, let them be in Massachusetts. But there's many places. I was out there in Whitman yesterday. Whitman ain't got nothing but empty buildings because ain't nothing out there. There's nothing happening. It's next to y'all. When I was looking at it, I saw holes, so I got excited. But it's up there. Like it's not that far from like Brockton and stuff like that. But you know, like I don't know.
Yeah, you got facts. You got points.
I don't know. I just been thinking about this.
The inner city is already riddled with enough problems for us to take on that.
We don't even have a pharmacy to help these people.
Between the drug issue already and already just the stuff that we deal with as a community, as a Black community, what goes on here. We can't take that on. And not only that, it's going to, when the summertime comes, I hate to say it. I hate to be the person to say it, but when the summertime comes, there's going to be a spike in violence in that community.
Oh,
absolutely
definitely.
will.
Yeah.
You know, and that park is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know,
and like it has.
But they said that they're going to be out of there by May, but we'll see.
We'll see. I don't think they're going to be out of there. First of all, you know, it sucks because there's nothing you can do about it. Like once they in there, how you get them?
You know what to do about it.
And that's what I said.
Call your goddamn city councilors and representatives and tell them, complain.
Is it a
like them
traditional
white folks do
shelter where they have to be in by a certain time? Are they free to move about? What are the rules?
The restrictions?
I don't know, but I'm just even thinking about logistically in there. These, I think I said it the last time, these families are in there with their little kids and there's people from all over the place in there, right? You have them in little kind of shower, like little shower sets with some plastic, with some plastic see-through shower rod thingies in between them. How is that a good quality of life for people with families? Like a grown mother and a grown man with maybe their 2 children, maybe a young baby that she needs to breastfeed or, that need to eat. There are baby diapers being changed in the middle of there. There's probably vomit. There's all kinds of stuff that's happening with these people. There's not adequate showering in that community center. There's probably a locker room. There's 150 families in there. That's not a quality of, like, they just stuck them in there. Like, here you go.
And this is just a very, very basic question. What qualifies you as being a migrant? Are these all people that came from one place, or how do you get migrant status?
Yeah, I don't know.
They all came together.
So tomorrow, that's a good question. Tomorrow we have Councilor Tanya Fernandez Anderson coming in. She is the city councilor for the Roxbury district down there.
Very good.
Also, you guys could download a new app that she just kind of released the other day. It's a D7 app, I believe. You can find it on the App Store. It is called, let me see. It is called District 7.
Okay.
It's the District 7 app. It connects you right to your counselor and right to your neighborhood. You can send messages. You can find out about development. You can register to vote. You can find out about transportation, food, housing, and utilities. She'll tell us all about this tomorrow, but she will be in the building tomorrow sitting down with us so that we can have a really candid conversation about WTF is going on. Let's ask the question. So tomorrow, you guys, make sure that you use that phone line and you call us up. Don't just type it in the comment section. Actually call and voice your concern so that it's recorded. And we could even send this into whoever they need to send it into so that they can hear you guys speak how you need to speak. So, yes.
Spark FM doing the work of the community.
Hello. That's what we got to do out here. But that video kind of hit me.
Yeah.
That homeless man. That's terrible.
Awful.
This year has killed me. Teachers say violence has plagued Brockton high schools. Jesus Christ. This is one of the biggest high schools in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is the biggest.
That's huge. High school teachers in Brockton, Massachusetts are sounding the alarm about their own safety and that of students. At an emergency meeting on last Wednesday, Brockton high school teachers testified to the school committee about repeated instances of violence. I would have been quit. One teacher said she suffers from PTSD and anxiety. Girl quit. And had called out twice in a week last month. Girl quit. Sadly, this year has killed me, she said. I can't do it. Child quit. Staff are fearful of students fighting classrooms and teachers. It wouldn't be me. One educator recounted being pushed into a locker and stepped on.
Yeah.
As participants in the meeting discussed the physical and mental health of the school committee, tensions ran high with video showing one person being removed by police. The Brockton School Committee is considering policy changes to deal with bullying, violence, cell phone use, vaping, and teacher absenteeism. Well, the teachers need to boss up like Newton.
Teachers need to.
I was physically assaulted by a student.
Hold on, that sounds terrible.
There's like two things going on here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's a little Barry White going on.
Some teachers even say they've been injured on the job. Last night, we showed you their emotional testimony at an emergency school committee meeting. NBC 10's Bianca Beltran is live in Brockton. So, Bianca, what happens now?
Well, the school committee is going to be considering a number of policy changes to help the school address both the violence that's happening within their walls as well as students skipping class. We saw a lot of that today, this afternoon, and this district has gone through a lot of changes, and staff are hoping that the new superintendent and the new principal are responding to what they've heard with action.
When I go to school, I don't exactly feel safe.
Andrew Pedroza is a senior at Brockton High School and says fights like these are common.
I think it was a week ago where I was just in the middle of class. It was like a whole fight just broke out, like outside of the hallway, like right in front of our class.
Wednesday night, teachers and staff shared emotional accounts with the school committee about how the violence has impacted them. Cross-country coach Cliff Canavan said his arm was broken when he broke up a fight.
The day before this happened, I was in my office, and I had a conversation with several of my colleagues talking about how horrific it has been, and how one of these days, and sometime soon, somebody's going to get seriously injured or, God forbid, killed.
Last spring, the school district laid off more than 100 staff members due to a $14 million deficit under investigation. Brockton School Committee member Tony Rodriguez said the lack of educators means many students go unsupervised.
There's limited eyes on these doors, and these students are taking advantage of that and basically running the school versus the educators running the building.
1 hour before school let out on Thursday, several Brockton High School students were seen leaving campus. Teachers say students skipping class is a chronic problem.
What it all comes down to is the state implementing laws that's tying our hands on how we address and how we discipline some of these students.
Now, Rodriguez says that funding is another important piece to improving safety. Now, these proposed policy changes referring to cell phone use in schools, what the staff can do about suspensions and responding to excessive absences. These are some of the ideas that will be considered at the next school committee meeting, which is scheduled for next Tuesday.
Brockton school year started out real bad though,
bro.
It's just been downhill spiral for the Brockton system, the town of Brockton, whatever it is system. It's been horrible.
I don't even know what to say about that. Like I can't even get Newton out of my head because it's like. You lay us off because of a $14 million deficit. Newton just wanted $53 million over 4 years, doing a very small comparison to things.
Yeah, but I think that's beyond the funding. I think Brockton's such a big school that and
these teachers, it wouldn't make any sense for these teachers to go on strike for this issue. I feel like that
they should go on strike, period, for the working conditions of the school they should just be on strike until they figure out how to keep them safe.
Yeah.
I'm not going to an establishment to teach anybody anything if there's an idea, if there's a possibility of them breaking my arm.
Yeah.
Or walking out of class while I prepared this lesson study because they don't feel like being there. And we know that when kids don't have no structure, what are you going to do with them?
Yeah.
They're in school without teachers. So of course I'm going to find
That's also the problem with striking though. So striking isn't illegal, it is illegal. They're not supposed to be striking because then now what are the kids going to do? What are they, and in a town like Brockton, they're gonna resort to being in the street. They're gonna be downtown. They're gonna be wherever the hot spot is. And that's looking for, it's looking for a disaster. It's a disaster right now waiting to happen.
I don't know what Brockton's gonna do. I don't know.
I think as adults, period, we have dropped the ball with these children.
Is it adults or is it like how we like what that man said?
It's the way society is built. Yeah. We are structured. Society is structured for us not to pay attention to the kids. The kids are already in school half the day. The parents come home 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. They're already tired. They don't want to deal too much with the kids. The kids are in their phone. God knows what the hell they're looking at. It's too much going on.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
So much distraction away
this
from
and that. So much influence. There's so much. It's so layered. The music. There's so much that goes on into, especially Black culture, and it's really unfortunate. But
who do you? Back in the day, we had a lot of problem with like child abuse and all kind of stuff like that. And now I feel like they're trying to rectify the situation and locking down like one of them said, locking down the ability to discipline the children. It's almost like you disciplining them is going to set them up for more trauma in their lives.
Right.
But I don't understand that because the amount of trauma that our generation and before had to deal with, like now it's more visible for them, so they whatever.
And it wasn't called that.
Let's have a real question. I come from a family. My family used to beat my ass.
So that's what I'm talking. I'm using very loose trauma.
I don't have no trauma from my beatings, though. I got more mental trauma than physical trauma.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying.
I ain't got no scars on my body.
That's what I'm saying. Like mental trauma is the same thing too, because they're with the thing actually. With the thing that they're saying now is that mental health, these things have stemmed from the lack of support for mental health. So your mental trauma is going to F you up more than the physical trauma would have done.
I take the physical
trauma.
But
me too. Not me. I don't want to be beat or anything. And like we got our spankings and stuff like that. But I feel like parents were allowed to be parents and they were allowed to discipline in the way that they felt. And I think for the most of us, it has instilled some type of fear for authority into our hearts so that we, by default, even if it's trauma, have some type of, respect for authority. These children who are not being disciplined, who are not being, sat down, who are not being spanked, who get to have all the privilege and, like if they can't have their phones, they're not going to be able to function. There is no type of structure at all that the government has allowed parents to have for their children. And therefore, this country is a shithole country. It's a terrible one. It's terrible. America should be very, very embarrassed with how they're conducting themselves right now.
It is. It's true.
It's true. It's embarrassing.
Remember, all Black people, when they be like, all my mother had to do was give me a look.
You give these kids a look, they look you back.
That look don't mean nothing to these kids.
They will look you right back in the face.
In your face. We have a lot of parents who are afraid of their kids these days, and parents who are afraid to discipline their kids.
With rightful thing, because you know that if you say anything to your kid, then it's gonna be a problem.
Right. And remember, like back in the day, what your parents could have threatened you to be like, you would have been like, I'm gonna call the police. Be like, call them.
One thing I will
police is really arresting parents for disciplining their kids these days. It's
one
crazy.
thing I will say about like parenting is like when you're dealing with these teenagers, the last thing you want to do is kick them out your house.
Yes.
The last thing you want to do when they're going through these 15, 16, 17, 18, even 19 is kick them out the house, because they're going to resort to things you don't want them to. They're going to get exposed to a lifestyle you don't want them to. and that's going to be a whole nother thing. So just make sure you don't do that out of all things. Try to keep your eye on your children, keep them around your family, keep them around close friends, and keep them guided. Yeah.
Man, we're seeing it in all the newses, in all the things that's going on. This next story is about a Massachusetts man who's dead after shooting on Interstate 95 in Foxborough. They just outside just shooting each other on the highway.
Happened?
A Massachusetts man is dead after he was shot while driving on Interstate 95 in Foxborough, according to authorities. The Norfolk District Attorney's Office said that shortly before 10 p.m., a person who was driving on I-95 South fired multiple shots into a black Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes then swerved into a Lexus SUV that had a family inside, which caused the Lexus to crash into a wooded area off the highway.
Lord.
According to the investigation, the Mercedes swerved again and struck the center guardrail before coming to a rest on the southbound side of the highway. The driver of the Mercedes, 37-year-old Justin R. Parker of North Attleboro, was transported to Sturdy Memorial Hospital in Attleboro, where he was pronounced dead.
In Foxborough Saturday night in an apparent road rage incident that turned deadly.
1 male with gunshot wounds, possible second. Passenger doors open.
If you were driving on Route 95 South last night around 10 o'clock in Foxborough, you may have seen this black Mercedes in the breakdown lane. Police say inside, 37-year-old Justin Parker had been shot multiple times. He would later die at a local hospital.
One witness stated he saw two cars going after each other with 3 or 4 shots come from one of them with a muzzle flash.
After he was shot, investigators say Justin crashed his car into another on 95 before his Mercedes came to a stop.
Foxborough Fire reporting a shooting 95 south, just south of that 16 Monroe.
Friends tell me Justin Parker lived in this North Attleboro home with his teenage daughter and was likely coming home from work on Route 95 in Foxborough last night.
He seemed like a pretty good kid.
Just when you hear about the way he died.
That was pretty shocking, actually. There's some people out there that you can't trust, really, and I guess he kind of messed with the wrong person. It's sad, really sad. He was a family guy. I mean, he had a daughter up there, and my heart breaks for her, I guess, and it's just terrible news to hear, I feel really bad.
It's important to note the third vehicle in this crash that Justin Parker hit after he was shot. The people in that vehicle, we are told, will be okay, but investigators are asking if you have any information about this crash to contact Mass State Police. We're live in Foxborough.
No.
They said it was just road rage.
Road rage?
It can't just be road rage.
Bro.
That
road
seems
rage
very
where
personal.
you fire a bunch of shots into somebody's window to kill them on the highway? That's something
execution.
different.
No, it sounds like Massachusetts.
Really?
Jesus. I have to stay
Y'all
in my
don't
home.
remember back in the day that the dude got killed, burned at Braintree Mall for a parking spot around Christmas time?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Just
Oh
be
my
happy.
gosh. I mean, that I don't want that to be happening. I had to stick my middle finger up at somebody the other day.
Girl, you better
But
keep
that's
your
why
finger down.
people like y'all, Miss Hot Sauce and Miss Tony, y'all be cussing the people on the
But
road.
I be cussing inside.
into my
Yes,
car. I
inside
don't
the
roll
car.
down the window to cuss them.
Tony will come to a full stop. What?
I don't go outside.
What?
Cussing inside.
A heartfelt ad. Bill Belichick thanks New England Patriots for all that his life that he has given us. It was a very nice thing that I'm not going to get into reading because
Nice.
he took a full page ad out in the Boston Globe, addressed it to Patriots fans everywhere. The ad thanks Patriots fans for their support over Belichick's 24 years, noting you were undaunted by weather, attended scorching hot training camp practices, and braved Foxborough's coldest, wettest, snowiest, and windiest days. And he pretty much thanks us for all of the support that
You're
he
welcome.
has received.
Thank you too, brother.
You did well.
Yes,
You're
yes.
well
See
done,
you on the other
kind
side.
and gentle
Bowed
servant.
out gracefully.
Yes, that's
333 wins.
Nice.
You know?
That's good. You
Jeez.
got to quit while you were ahead.
That's
If
a
I was
nice
him, I
number
would have
to-
just retired and
Like
been
Dario told Griselda, it's best to come out when you on top.
yes,
They-
exactamundo.
That's what
hombre.
everybody's problem is. You don't know when to stop.
Relax.
Yeah, just relax. And so students for Boston Public School families who are now taking advantage of the open museums and things that are going on. I don't know what the actual whatever is, but yes, you guys can go. I think it's free for students in Boston Public Schools. I don't know
Every first and third Sunday of the month.
Every first and third Sunday of the month.
Yeah,
that's so.
Oh, here we go.
I feel confined. I feel confined to my
not bad.
visits.
It used to be, and I think it's still free on Wednesdays throughout the city, right?
No, Fridays. Oh no, Fridays at the Children's Museum. You only got to pay
That's
$1.
only during the summer.
Oh,
And-
the
but
dollar thing.
I know
Yeah.
that the museums on Wednesdays are free as well.
Okay. I thought those free things were just during the summer.
Oh no.
No, the Friday things are every Friday, as long as you have like a something.
Okay.
Something.
There we go.
And so
You have to
it's-
RSVP.
It's Boston Public School children and up to 3 other family members, I think, are allowed.
Oh, good.
For these Sunday things. And yesterday was the first one.
Was it Pat? See, that's also what I don't like is that so many families take advantage of the free ones, and then it be packed and uncomfortable. So you might as well just pay a little dollars.
The program allows them to visit places like the Children's Museum and the New England Aquarium for free twice a month.
The program is called BPS Sundays and will take place the first 2 Sundays of each month. Today is the first BPS Sunday, and it's part of an effort to make Boston more family-friendly. Kids and their parents taking advantage of the first day of the program at the New England Aquarium. The BPS Sundays program is a partnership between the City of Boston, Boston Public Schools, and 6 of the city's cultural institutions. The mayor hopes the program will help students feel more at home in the city and expand their learning.
The idea is that this is the city that belongs to our young people, and we want them to feel at home in every corner of Boston, and also to experience all the benefits that so many families around the world come to Boston to see.
New England Aquarium workers are equally as excited to welcome students.
I was just thinking,
the BPS Sundays program is really wonderful, and here at the aquarium we're so excited because
I was looking up the target age for like the museums and stuff like that. They're about 3 to 9, but they're saying that older kids usually would have a good time if they're with a younger sibling or whatever. Because I was just thinking, like I remember we used to go to the Children's Museum with what's this my son name? CK all the time for school and so do Berea still have good whatchamacallit?
No.
Field trips? No. They used to have the best field trips. But yeah, I want to go to the Children's Museum. I have fun in them
How do
bubbles.
you prove that you're a Boston Public School student? Do they have ID or something?
They do have an ID number, but I don't know if they're getting with the amount of children. I don't think they're getting. I think they might be going on a little honor system.
Okay.
I feel like if it's going to be free to Boston Public School, it should be free to all the children that go to school in Boston.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, let's just be inclusive. You know,
Janet said there's an email that was sent out to serve as the entry pass. And
Janet,
she didn't get one.
Let me check my emails right now on the commercial break. But last but not least, a New York man, somebody from New York. I hope Chris is listening. A New York man came to our city and got arrested for open and gross lewdness on our Greyhound bus to the Boston.
It would be in New York.
Terrible. New York. Ugh. A 54-year-old man from New York was arrested on charges of open and gross lewdness on a Greyhound bus. Authorities confirmed the incident, which occurred on the South Station bus terminal, was brought to the attention of the Transit Police Department by a passenger who witnessed the lewd act. She watched. According to the TPD's official X account, the arrest took place at 1 p.m. The man, whose name was not been released, was taken to the police headquarters. What was he doing? What is lewd act?
Playing with a stang. Check it out.
Is such behavior that is considered indecent or obscene in a public setting. So he was definitely doing a little nasties.
Ew.
Nasty beast. It's a nasty bation. Sometimes you gotta get it out when you gotta get it out. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
Not on the Greyhound.
If
on the
I
good
was a
Greyhound
man,
bus.
if I had to release, I would release
No.
where I could release.
And then be
And be
arrested.
Arrested immediately.
Lewd and
No
disturbing
release.
acts.
No release.
Disgusting.
Leave me alone. I got to let it out. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back because I'm going to the bathroom. Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Boston, get ready. Spark FM and Chevalier Theater brings to you reggae superstar Luciano last February 14th at Chevalier Theater, 31st Street, Medford, Mass. Performing hits like this.
It was a crowded night, a night like this, when I laid upon my bed.
Performing all your favorite hits. Luciano live. With a special Bob Marley birthday trip, reggae superstar Luciano live. Enjoy a night of authentic reggae music. Doors open at 8 p.m. Get your tickets now at www.chevaliertheater.com. That's February 14th. Luciano live in the Chevalier Theater. That's 31st Street, Medford, Mass.
So that I may overcome obstacles in my way.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Hello, I'm Marissa Jarrett Winokur. Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. 1 in every 4 Americans is infected with HPV. For many people, the virus hides inside them, and they never develop symptoms. But for others, HPV links directly to cancer. My cancer almost ended my career. It almost ended me. The good news is, there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. The HPV vaccine is recommended for children 11 to 12 years old, and a catch-up vaccine may be an option for teens and young adults. Talk to your doctor. You don't want HPV hiding inside of you. Go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more. Together, we can stop cancer before it starts.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over it.
Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B. Knowin', and your girl Hot Sizzling Sauce. Every Monday through Friday from 9 to 11. No, but I get this little spot here on this dress.
And nobody could see that.
But it's making me feel self-conscious.
Why are you so dressed up?
I got to go to a networking event after this.
Oh my.
I have homework assignments from my mentors
I
got homework assignments from my mentors that I must attend at least one networking event often.
Oh wow.
and talk to one person, at least one person. I was like, I don't want to go. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because we got to do what we got to do to make it today.
Yes, got to solicit.
Pray.
We got to
Yes,
pray.
we got to solicit. We got to sell hard.
Where's MC Hammer at? What are you doing?
Well, no, I think he's a preacher, ain't he? I think him and Mace formed a church or something like that.
What
And now they,
is he talking
I
about?
think you're
What
making up shit.
are you talking about?
You're starting rumors. And I don't know how I feel about
so that's
that.
not what happened.
Not at all. Nothing
All right.
like nothing there
Since
at all.
you guys know everything, it's time for us to get into our world and networking news.
Well, update and praise him. An arrest has been made in the LA Dodnapping that left the frantic owner clinging to the hood of the car. Sadie Slater is being charged with robbery after allegedly driving off with the French bulldog.
Good. Sadie needs to go to jail.
She needs to go to jail for a long time. She was wrong for that. The
Dead
suspect in a Dodnapping was arrested Saturday, 2 weeks after allegedly driving off with a French bulldog as the owner clung to the car hood. The Los Angeles Police Department and the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force arrested 21-year-old Sadie Slater in Inglewood, California on Saturday. She is being charged with robbery, and her bail is set at $70,000, according to the police. Slater is allegedly responsible for the dog napping on January 18th in Los Angeles, where the group she was with drove off with a French bulldog while the owner clung to the hood of the car. The incident was captured on video by a bystander. Owner Ali Zacharias was having lunch outside a Whole Foods market. When her French bulldog Onyx wandered away, she noticed a woman holding Onyx and getting into a car. Zacharias went after her to clear up what was initially thought was a misunderstanding. The last thing I could do was stand in front of my car, said Zacharias. I was trying to put my body there. They drove into me until I fell on the hood. I grabbed onto the window wipers. The vehicle sped off with Zacharias splayed across the hood. She was thrown off a few blocks away and suffered cuts and bruises. The police arrived and attempted to chase down the car, but returned empty-handed.
And I fell on the hood. And I said, I'm not leaving until you give me my dog. And they started to drive off. I was stuck on their hood while they're driving fast, and it was so scary. I thought I was going to die.
It was scary, Allie.
It was scary. I mean, Allie, you didn't have to go through that. That's not right what they did to you, girl.
Did she get the dog
Look
back?
at that dog. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It looks angry. Zacharias said she was eating lunch outside. Oh, so we already know all of this that happened there. It didn't say if she got the dog back?
Zacharias said the 3 women include the LAPD was looking for 2 possible suspects. It doesn't say if she got the dog back. Slater was identified as a woman. The male suspect is yet to be arrested. It doesn't say if she got the dog back.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because they arrested the girl. I wonder if she pawned it off or sold that lady's dog to somebody else for a high amount. And now how much is $70,000?
$70,000 bail.
You gotta be stupid.
Yeah, like what is that? And where is the dog? That's what I want to know. That's all I'm concerned about.
They didn't find her dog?
I don't know if they
didn't
found
say.
it because they didn't say if they found the actual dog.
Puppy dog.
I know.
That's crazy.
Poor little Onyx. I hope he's okay. Oh. What else do we have here? Life-threatening February. What's that now?
Life-threatening flood.
Life-threatening flood. But then where's the story?
Right.
So there's a lot of flooding happening in California. That's what we know.
Around the world. Oh my God. I watched a YouTube video yesterday and the world is going to shite.
Shite.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
What did you see? Tell us some of the things.
Tornadoes going on in Florida.
Tornadoes in
a lot
Florida.
of global warming, a lot of fish
turning up dead
in the water, all kind of stuff. It's just,
I've been hearing about that. The fish, it's not safe with the fishes. Okay, a new problem has been found on Boeing 737 MAX airplanes. Take all of them out of the fleet and rebuild them. That's because what you're going to keep on finding new problems. The problem was disclosed in a memo sent to Boeing employees Sunday by Stan Deal, the head of the company's commercial aircraft. An employee at Boeing supplier Spirit Aero Systems, which makes the fuselages of the 737 MAX jet, notified the plane maker that 2 holes may not have been drilled exactly to Boeing's requirements. While this potential condition is not an immediate flight safety issue, and all 737s can continue operating safely.
What's the 737? That's a passenger plane?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
I believe we have to perform rework on about 50 undelivered planes.
Oh.
But these are the same one where the door flew off the other day.
Oh, no. They should just put those. They should just burn those.
Yeah, that's what I said. Put the whole fleet out and whatever. So now they're saying they have to take 50 of them and redo them again. It's crazy.
I don't like that type of news.
Me either. I don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe as well either because I like to fly. I want to go places, but I can't and all of that.
Yeah, I just don't want it to happen. You already have a problem with turbulence. So.
Yes, listen, you know me. I got to find somebody's hand to hold when there's turbulence.
I have a story on the flooding if you want.
Oh, yes, go ahead. Play it out.
It says extremely dangerous situation as flooding mudslide swamp California. Apparently there's a atmospheric river. Have you guys ever heard of this?
No, what is that?
I don't know. We're about to get into the story right now.
Oh.
But yes, there's an atmospheric river that is in California. Here is a story for you guys. Oh, it's just video.
It's just okay.
But look at it. They said in one day they got 4 inches of rain. They said in one day they got 4 inches of rain, which is more rain that they've ever gotten. Is broke the record. Los Angeles record more than 4 inches of rain on Sunday, breaking the record for more rain than one day.
Where is this?
California.
Los Angeles. It was the most rain in one day for more than 20 years and surpassed the average for the month of February. In Yuba City, 40 miles south of Sacramento, a man was killed when a redwood tree. I thought this was a real story.
Schneider says that the girl who kidnapped the dog should be locked in the dog pound.
She
should lock her in the pound.
Sit your ass right there trying to figure out what you trying to do.
Also, Schneider says there's a Boeing documentary on Netflix and it's very eye-opening. Tristan, you like documentaries. Watch that one and tell me what it said.
Rush around and tell me what it said.
That's crazy. Tony said it never rains in Southern California, and apparently that's wrong because California is
raining a lot.
A lot. Former Trump administration official dies days after being shot in a carjacking rampage. According to CNN, 56-year-old Michael Gill was sitting in his vehicle at Mount Vernon Square in Washington, D.C. on Monday when a 28-year-old Artel Cunningham entered his vehicle and shot him. Per the network, Cunningham fled on foot and approached 35-year-old Alberto Vasquez Jr. and a woman near their car, then demanded the keys. So he carjacked somebody, shot him, went and carjacked somebody else and took their car. Cunningham shot Vasquez.
Remember there was that was another. Remember when we had told a story about the man who went on a rampage and he had killed somebody and then he went and stole somebody's thing and then he went sold it. Is this the same? This is what be happening?
One.
Oh,
so then he carjacked that guy and shot him, Michael Gill, and shot him. Then he went and carjacked Alberto Vasquez and the girl. He shot Vasquez dead, then got in the vehicle and fled.
With the girl in it?
I don't know. It doesn't say that the girl then demanded the keys, which reported the suspect went on to commit 2 more carjacking incidents the following morning. Cunningham was later fatally shot by 2 police officers in Maryland.
Clearly, he had to be put down because he was deranged.
Yeah. Preliminary information obtained by interviews with individuals related to the suspect showed Cunningham may have been in some sort of mental health crisis or having some mental health issues. Under former President Donald Trump, Gill worked as a U.S. commodity futures trading, according to CNN. He is survived by his wife, Christina, and 3 children. His sudden departure has left a void in our lives that can never be filled. Mike was not only a devoted husband and father, but also a cherished son, brother, and friend. Over the course of his remarkable life, Mike brought people together and made them feel included, supported, and loved, Christina said. That's crazy. So this man killed 2 people.
2 people.
And then was gunned down 2 days later.
And hijacked 4 cars?
4 cars, it seems
nice.
like.
He was on a roll.
Poor thing. Poor thing to everybody, because if he was having a mental health crisis that led to that, then that's just really, really awful. Jury to get manslaughter case against Michigan school shooter's mother. So Michigan jury will get instructions from a judge and begin deliberations in an unusual trial against the school shooter's mother. We've gone over that. We've talked about that a lot. So this is just still this Michigan school shooter. His mother is now on trial. She's trying to blame it all on her husband, whose trial starts next month for the same charges of involuntary manslaughter. She's facing up to 15 years in prison, and the Crumbleys have been in jail for more than 2 years now, unable to post the $500,000 bond that is awaiting the criminal trial. Ethan Crumbly is now 17. He pleaded guilty to murder and terrorism, and he is serving a life sentence.
One?
Well, not 1 life sentence. I mean, he ain't coming out.
Oh, okay.
He has no eligibility parole.
I like when you throw dubs on it, and he is serving 1,700 consecutive life sentences up to 300.
He's in jail for 1,000 years.
Oh, good.
Besides knowledge of the gun, the Crumbleys are accused of ignoring their son's mental health needs. In a journal found by police in his backpack, he wrote that they wouldn't listen to his pleas for help. I have 0 help for my mental problems, and it's causing me to shoot up the school, Ethan wrote. So that's that. And
I tell you, let me find that. He would have been the first one in a padded jacket.
Child.
I'd have been like, hello, he's got to go. This boy right here.
In a padded jacket, in a padded room, in a padded building.
With a padded pants. I don't know. It's just padded all.
Everything was going to be padded.
He's going to run into the wall next.
That's all the national news.
I have a quick update on that weather I was talking about in Southern California. There's the evacuation orders and warnings in effect for Southern California.
Oh, the hell.
They have experienced 9 inches of rain, which is almost a foot of rain in a couple of hours. So they are urging people to evacuate the town and evacuate the city.
That's terrible.
What town? What city?
Southern California.
Oh, Southern. It is
the whole
Southern California.
Southern California. Let me put some of these videos on the screen. This is kind of crazy.
Let me see.
Yeah. Damn, son.
Golly.
There you go.
See, I would hate to be there.
So it certainly has been a mess here. We've seen some of the fire department come through and check on the area.
Chances tonight and getting stuck as floodwaters rise.
Yeah, I can guarantee anyone who has gotten stuck in the past has thought they were going to make it through. They did not. Our Leanne Suter is live in Brentwood tonight where conditions are pretty treacherous. Leanne?
Yeah, they certainly are treacherous out on the road. We're inside our news van right now simply because this storm has taken a toll on our camera, knocking that out. So now we're doing it from inside the van. Wow. But just being on the road has really been a challenge for residents here in Brentwood, here along San Vicente. Take a look.
I got to trade in my car.
Yeah, this was the scene earlier tonight as the rain was coming down heavy here in this area. San Vicente between...
And that's that story. Southern California, y'all got to go.
So where they evacuating and go where?
Mexico. I don't know.
They don't want them in Mexico. They don't want nobody nowhere. New Mexico. We're going to go...
Imagine that if we had migrants going into Mexico from America.
Somebody said something. The comments said, I think I'm going to become a professional comment section reader because you'll be finding so many interesting frame of minds. I have one person on my Facebook now who is the most like all the things that you see in a meme. Like this person really goes out all the time and writes these long, crazy statuses about all of the things that they see in real life and like be posing like industry insider. Like she know all the things, and it's so interesting to me. I'm going to show you.
One of my friends received such a disturbing commentary from somebody on a post in a group that he's in. I think he's in a Jeep group or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he posted about his Jeep, and somebody came on and like reamed him about buying that car, and that car is stupid, and he's stupid for buying it, and da-da-da. Reamed him about it. He was like, "Sir, I don't know you.
Who are you?"
And the guy kept like coming back and attacking him and attacking him and attacking him. It was the weirdest thing. Like, what is that about?
People
are crazy.
Fingers, trigger fingers.
Man. Anyways, that's all the national news I have. This sunlight got me extra pale.
You look shiny, like you're glowing.
Do I look ethereal?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What is this, Doctor? This is
The Spark of New England, Spark FM. Bringing the heat back to the airwaves. Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. tax.
Boston, get ready. Spark FM and Chevalier Theater brings to you reggae superstar Luciano last February 14th at Chevalier Theater, 31st Street, Medford, Mass. Performing hits like this.
It was a crowded night, a night like this when I laid upon my bed.
Performing all your favorite hits. Luciano live. With a special Bob Marley birthday tribute. Reggae superstar Luciano live. Enjoy a night of authentic reggae music. Doors open at 8 p.m. Get your tickets now at www.chevaliertheater.com. That's February 14th. Luciano live in the Chevalier Theater. That's 31st Street, Medford, Mass.
So that I be overcome obstacles in my way.
Hello, I'm Marissa Jarrett Winoker. Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. 1 in every 4 Americans is infected with HPV. For many people, the virus hides inside them and they never develop symptoms. But for others, HPV links directly to cancer. My cancer almost ended my career. It almost ended me. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. The HPV vaccine is recommended for children 11 to 12 years old, and a catch-up vaccine may be an option for teens and young adults. Talk to your doctor. You don't want HPV hiding inside of you. Go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more. Together, we can stop cancer before it starts.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up. Spark FM.
Move your head real fast like a bobblehead, like the Snoop Dogg. So that's another movie that I watched. The Snoop Dogg Underdogs movie on Yo.
Why the kids cussing so much, though?
Bro, the amount of cussing in that movie is hilarious. After a little while, though, it starts to be normal, but it's still like, why are they cussing like this? What?
Don't you want to watch this movie with your child?
It's cute.
No.
And you can.
It's cute. It's American. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, look at the child cussing. It's cute.
Just, and have you seen it? It is such big cousins. Like,
That's
their
all I hear
chant was like,
everybody saying.
B-I-F-I, ho. Like they came out chanting, cussing. Like the movie is cussing. Like I wouldn't be able to talk to you
about it. I don't hear anybody say anything besides the cussing.
It's I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. It has a really good undertone of a message of, resilience and teamwork and being the underdogs and how you do have to work a lot harder when this system's set up against you and stuff like that. So the message is good if you can get past the cussing, because
who was it made for? Like, what's the target audience of that? Because one of the little boys' nickname was Titties, and it was like, you can't watch this little kid's football movie with your you can't watch it with your kids.
What for the audience, everybody tuned in right now, can y'all drop in the comment section what age you guys were when you started cussing? And yes, and Sauce and Miss Tony, what age were you, did you guys start cussing?
I do remember when I did first cuss in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember driving up Dudley Street and I had said it, and it seemed like it's okay to cuss in front of her. So after that, I became a sailor. What was the cuss word? It was probably something like shit, but she didn't flinch about it. So I think I remember thinking like,
is a cuss bud
that I could cuss now freely in front of her, because we didn't cuss at all in that. We didn't cuss at all in front of in the house or the family. We're just not a cussing family. I think the most we get is maybe from Auntie Brenda. And F that bull doo-doo from Auntie Iris.
Yeah, literally, quote unquote, frick that bull doo-doo.
Frick that bull doo-doo.
I think I was like 17.
Yeah, like it was around 18. That age. Yeah.
Were you cuss in front of your parents?
No.
No, in front of out.
Do you cuss in front of your mom?
No, only when we're in arguments.
When you're in arguments, you do?
Yeah, my mother that's how I was.
Well, yeah,
she spoke to us regularly.
She taught me all that I know.
But she gets mad at me when I get frustrated and my frustrations come out in cuss words.
Yeah.
And she cusses in normal conversation. She said, "Stop and effing shop."
That is when I knew that I wanted to swear. That is when I knew that cussing was for me. When I heard "stop and effing shop," I said, "Yo, she's lit." No, but around 16, 17, 18. Now, boy. I can't even go to a networking event without dropping a little. This shit sucks.
The party I did on Friday. There was parents there and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I played some songs and them kids was cussing.
Loud in front of the parents.
Like saying big words?
Big words.
I remember when
because the Sexy Reds was playing and, and they was just going
off. No, like
damn.
She's what,
46.
46. I'm 40 years old. Like if I slip up in front of my mom, I still stop and look around like.
And there's still other words. There's still words that we can't say in front of our mother that aren't swear
like
words.
An F word would never happen.
Yeah. Right. Like we can't liar. We can't say in our house. Our mother does not lies does not fly. Sometimes like when we say hell, we gotta see like, ooh, is that okay for us to say? I think we a couple of times now we might say a little ass, but still it's like, ooh, we don't know if we can say that. And then like shit might fly out every now and then, and that's still like, ooh, sorry, mommy, like that. But but it's.
And I still tell if she cusses in front of, and she tells on me.
And I tell her too.
In the comment section, Jenna says, I still don't cuss in front of my parents or elders. You know, respectable. Cussing at school, 12. In front of, at Snyder, 12. Jeez, in front of parents, never.
Snyder.
Snyder, you know. Snyder's Haitian. He got a different story.
Jenna, my daughter won't cuss in front of me, even if I give her permission and she's 21.
No, Noah started cussing the other day.
Kay said, I wish I could cuss and not sound like Minnie Mouse.
No, Shakay is, I'm tired of her.
Right.
Fluffy fluffers.
Yes. You're a lit liquor.
Yeah. Bang bang cauliflower. It's like, if you don't grow up.
Noah swears all the time, and then they like to, him and CK, and then they like to ask you, like, "Mommy, can I say shit?" No.
Since the other day, I went in the room, and Noah was saying something like, "Oh, damn," or something like that. I was like, "Noah, we do not use those words in this room."
Yeah, he does. He cusses like an old man, like, "Damn it." But he asked CK the other day, "Are you effing kidding me?"
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, hey. And I said, "Noah, were you swearing?" "Well, not that much."
Not that much. Just a tad bit.
Anyhow, where we at now?
Yes.
carrying on and acting bad. What happened?
That was you talking about the Snoop.
Oh, Snoop.
Oh, yeah. So I watched that, and that was just a random piece of information. But I watch it, Tristan.
Right.
Does you know what it is? It was. I watched it. I think I saw a little bit with. I don't even remember. But it was just like Snoop being Snoop. It was like Snoop's real life. And then after that, it was very interesting to see because Snoop does have a program for kids and high school students, and what is it? 25 of his students have gone on to the NFL because he's so heavily invested in the kids and football.
Wow, yeah, he's been coaching for over 20 years.
But that's what I was thinking. I was like, is this how these coaches talk to these kids, though?
The coaches do be getting in the kids' behinds, especially the football coaches.
Yeah.
I've come across a couple of conversations where it's like, they talk to them like, "Rrr."
Because I thought of your good friend Mick the Mayor when I was watching it. I was like, I don't think he's so.
Not
rough.
He's so rough. He is. But it's what these kids actually need. They need that discipline. And I don't think that they go out and like F you. Like in the movie, they was like, F you, little mother effer. You little ignorant bastard. It was crazy.
How old were the children?
Tristan, it was 9 to 12.
It was a 13 and under school.
13U. Yeah. And then the funny thing is about the movie too is that all the parents were actually around while they were doing this.
Yes.
So it was like okay within the household and the culture of the football. So it was like a general understanding that cussing is what we do.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting. But go ahead. Oh, is this me too?
Yeah.
This is time for our entertainment report. And last night was the Grammys.
Yes. And our own Y Sham was in attendance.
Yes, she was. Big up to Y Sham. And the Grammys were filled with drama. All right? When I say we're filled with
Not
drama.
so much drama.
Because one of you guys signed up. Oh, the Grammy winner updates.
And then it's on the bottom.
I see
Not
it.
too much of drama though.
So between we'll get into them here. Let's see.
Album of the year, which was presented by Celine Dion, went to Taylor Swift. Celine Dion came out. She was looking very lovely, and
she
we
did.
haven't
I was
seen
really
her in a
happy
very long
about
time.
her. She's been sick.
Yeah, she's
she's
sick.
got what does she have?
Stiff
person disease.
Yeah.
She came out. She presented her award to Taylor Swift. Oh, God damn it!
Taylor Swift broke a record?
She broke a record last night
Yes.
for the most album. I don't want to do it.
I know. See,
Taylor Swift.
So she
I'm
won
a 13-time Grammy winner. She said.
Yeah, so she won for Album of the Year for Midnights. Record of the Year went to Miley Cyrus, Flowers. Miley Cyrus was really dope, and she won her first Grammy.
I didn't know that she won her first. You know what I didn't know? Speaking of Grammys and whatever, I didn't know that Beyonce was the most decorated Grammy winner.
Yeah, she has like 16, 17.
No, she has 35.
35 Grammys.
Wow.
It might be 39. It's somewhere in
Let's Google
in the high 30s. She comes right before like the Beatles and Michael and Quincy Jones and things like that.
Oh,
like
wow.
she's a beast. I didn't know that.
29. Wow.
That's not even right.
I
I gotta find it.
Trevor Noah hosted the Grammys. Shout out to Trevor Noah.
That he was like.
He was good. I liked it.
He was good, but when he did the audience thing, I felt like, all right, wrap it up, Trevor
What is the
Noah.
audience thing?
Like he went around the audience and was talking and making little jokes about separate people, and I wanted him to go back into the whatever people, into the winners.
So a song of the year went to Billie Eilish. What was it made for? That was a Barbie song, soundtrack song. Best new artist went to Victoria Monet for she's a girl that sings "Oh My Mama."
Oh my hood.
And that was really dope. Her exception. Was it?
I put that on my accepting speech.
Accepting speech was really dope. It was very humbling. Shout out to her.
Mhm.
Best pop vocal album went to Taylor Swift, Midnights. Best pop solo performance went to Miley Cyrus for Flowers. Best pop duo group went to SZA and Phoebe Bridgers for Ghost and Machine. Producer of the year went to Jack Antonoff. Songwriter of the year went to Teron Thomas. I don't know. Best rap album went to Killer Mike for Michael. Best rap performance went to Killer Mike featuring Andre 3000 and Future, Scientists and Engineers. Best country album went to Lainey Wilson Best country solo performance went to Chris Stapleton for White Horse.
like
Best
Chris
rock
Stapleton.
album went to Paramore. Best rock performance went to Boy Genius. Best R&B album went to Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2.
Oh, really?
Best R&B performance went to Coco Jones, ICU. Best alternative music album went to Boy Genius, The Record. Best African music performance went to Tyler for Water. Best score or soundtrack for visual media went to Oppenheimer.
I want to still see that.
I still want to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah. So good. So Beyonce has 32 in total. 32 in total. She comes. She's number one. Number two is George Solti with 31, and then Quincy Jones with 28. Let me see.
So those were the main. Of course, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot more other people that won, but those are the main awards right there.
And so Killer Mike did really, really well at the Grammys last night.
Killer Mike swept.
And then what happened?
So then he got detained.
Yeah.
And let's get into that story because we need to know why. Come on. So Killer Mike accused of battery at the Grammys after winning 3. Booked for battery on citizens' arrest. Video shows security face-off. TMZ has obtained new video and info that sheds more light into the Killer Mike situation, including the fact that he's now being booked for battery on a citizen's arrest.
Wow.
This after he allegedly got physical and a security guard at the venue while out in the rain.
So he got physical with the security guard.
So this is it. This is the video that we're watching right now. We can see him yelling at the security guard. He's very
upset.
He's very upset. And
I feel bad for the man with the umbrella.
it seems like he's trying to get away from it. It's so rainy out there.
And they got him in handcuffs, do they?
They got him in handcuffs. Yeah, they have him in handcuffs
right there.
And then they're leading him away. And this is so interesting.
So they said he got into an altercation inside the award, well, either inside or outside with the security guard, and they arrested him, but they did not detain him.
No, he was in the jail.
No, they said he didn't go to jail.
No, I was reading that they had him locked up, and there were people calling the governor's office to release him, and they were saying when he got released. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Mike was booked for misdemeanor battery. Yeah, he was booked for misdemeanor battery Sunday evening. This after a private person's arrest took place on Crypto.com Arena. We're told KM is accused of knocking down a security officer after they did not get out of his way quick enough. The apparent aftermath of which looks to have been caught on tape seen here. We got a hold of the video that seems to show Mike being chased down outside in the windy rain, where security personnel can be seen attempting to stop him. With Mike looking determined to get by them, you can't see any knockdown as has been described to us by law enforcement, but it does look like he faces off with the security guard in a tense fashion. Eventually, Mike was cuffed and led away in the rain as well. It's still unclear what exactly led up to this. Remember, just moments earlier, he was inside soaking in his Grammys win. Killer Mike's Grammy night came to an early end. So that was an update that I just read. His speech was pretty dope too when it came to him winning the those 3. And I I feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
It was a citizen's arrest by a security guard, not police or anything like that. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. Why are you chasing him down if he's trying to get away from you? What did he do for you to chase him down in that manner in the first place?
And
what is it?
Arrest and all that on a night when he was having such a
historical night for himself.
I'm convinced that there are people who love to see somebody's downfall.
Yeah, and that security guard most likely is. I don't care what. To be honest with you, I don't care what he did outside of whatever. Y'all could have waited until after the Grammys, and after y'all could have brought that up with him tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's not right.
That's
and I don't care what he did, unless he didn't hurt the children or hurt somebody else and whatever. That's not right.
Yeah, and he won Grammys for Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Album.
That's crazy.
Exhibit called for an explanation as to why the Atlanta rap veteran was taken in by police.
Me too. I want to call for it.
And on Twitter, he said it's absolutely necessary to find out who made that call and why the arrest was made.
Absolutely.
or detain Killer Mike after he was well-deserved sweep of the rap categories at this year's Grammys.
Yep.
Congratulations are in order, Killer Mike, but we must find out who did this bullshit.
I think that for somebody like Killer Mike, who has such intense ties with community and politics, and now he just swept, it seems to me like one of them like one of them conspiracy things. Like he's getting too big for his britches, so we need to sit him down and embarrass him. And I think that's wild.
Yeah, because
I like what Stephen A. Smith said.
What'd he say?
He said, "To be clear, I am not advocating that Will Smith should have gotten arrested. But that happened in LA too. So if Will could be left alone, how come they couldn't wait until after the Grammys to deal with Mike? Why ruin his evening over an alleged misdemeanor, but leave Will alone over flagrant assault? What's different?"
Yes.
And I agree with him. I'm not saying that Will should have been
Smith
arrested
was a
either.
big black man.
And he was
and he's very complacent. He's very complacent.
He's very, he's very mainstream, I guess. For that for that. Black people, boy, I tell you, black people, there is a war raging for the
That's awful.
Boy, I tell you.
Salute to Killer Mike. I'm gonna see if I can find his speech because
that was a powerful speech that we all should. Him and Jay-Z's, look for that one too.
Boy, I tell you, Jay-Z's.
Well, that's the next story.
Boy, you're gonna have to get into my computer. Don't want to.
So Jay-Z questions why Beyonce holds the most Grammys but has never won an album of the year yet.
What? I want to know too, Jay.
Jay-Z kept it real at the Grammys during his acceptance speech. He defended Beyonce, suggesting she ought to have more wins herself, including the long elusive top prize. The Rock Nation honcho was given an honorary statuette Sunday night dubbed the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. That was another thing. People want to know what global impact did Dr. Dre have besides beating on people and everything. It's so weird. And
that is very I didn't think about that. But
last year is when Dr. Dre won it for the first time, and they came out with the Global Impact Award, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I think that was just last year, and then so this year, Jay-Z was the first to receive it after. I guess. Hov went up there to accept with his daughter Blue Ivy by his side and with Bey looking on from the audience. Jay-Z went on to address his history with the Grammys, including feelings he's experienced over the years where he thought it'd be worth boycotting for one reason or another. That led him to basically get to the point that he and his contemporaries just want the Grammys to get it right. Even if it's not perfect, the Recording Academy can at least strive toward being better.
I think so too. It's been too long and it's been too much controversy that they should have a better system in place in order to get to do it. I don't get it.
He suggested that they had gotten better in recent years. Then came some tension. Jay singled out Beyonce and said some things that Grammys voters doesn't make sense, including giving her the most Grammy Awards ever. Bey holds the record at 32 total, and not giving her the creme de la creme album of the year. Jay hopped on a point a little longer, saying one thing doesn't track with the other. It was a little awkward, no doubt, because he basically articulated a gripe Beyonce's fans have long aired about her continuously being snubbed at the Grammys, including as of recent years when Harry Styles took Album of the Year over Renaissance. Go ahead.
Here goes.
Thank you very much.
I hate his voice.
I used to say this is a sippy cup for Blue's growing up now. She doesn't take sippy cup, and she has her own Grammys.
No, it's just audio.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a Grammys, I don't want
to
risk him taking it down.
Dr. Dre said he in the house. He's somewhere. Up there he is. Andre Young, thank you, sir.
I'm gonna fast forward just a
all
little
the doors that you opened.
Is that Dr. Dre's name?
Showed us that we can be doing Snoop, all that y'all did, all the records y'all broke. So thank you for this. Honored to accept it. And thank you to the Black Music Collective for all the work that you guys do. Scholarships for young creatives. And hopefully, I'm adding to, what you guys are doing out here. Obviously, it's great to have an award for such.
I love
an
how Blue was standing there with her little dress.
With Will Smith and them, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince winning their first Grammy in '89 and boycotting because it wasn't televised. And then they went to like a hotel and watched the Grammys. I didn't even understand wasn't a great boycott. But then, 98, I took a page out of their book. I was nominated for the Best Rap Album. and DMX had dropped 2 albums that year. They both were #1. Shout out to DMX. And he wasn't nominated at all. So I boycotted, and I watched the Grammys. I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't got to clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category.
Say that.
Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. But outside of that, you know, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am.
She's so cute.
Just in life, you got to keep showing up.
Yeah.
Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman.
She looked just like what we thought she was going to look like.
Yeah. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me?
I like it.
And,
a lot of people are saying, but when Kanye said it, everybody had a problem with it.
Kanye's crazy.
But Kanye did it in the Kanye version.
I don't like the comparison. I think that Jay-Z went up there with some couth and decorum.
Yep.
And spoke
and he wasn't
just
fighting
basic.
anybody.
Yeah.
Right. He didn't go there and snatch a mic from nobody to say what he wanted to say.
It was his time and he kept it. He kept it a buck.
Exactly.
I mean, I think we should respect that.
Not only that, Jay-Z looks like, for the first time, I think we saw Jay-Z, Sean Carter. Like, he looks so content with his dreads and his demeanor and his just everything.
And he's happy with himself.
You know, and he got nervous and then he grabbed his daughter's hand. He just looked so content and just, you know, well.
She is adorable.
Yeah.
She's absolutely adorable.
Because she's a very cute version of him.
And
a Beyonce version of him.
And
It's
I
just
like how they're
Solange,
raising
just like
her
that.
like to be like a lady.
lady.
Yeah, not fresh and big people business and hanging out with Ice Spice and things like that.
She understands. Like, yo, Jay-Z and Beyonce, man, they had that talk with their children. They have these talks and let these kids know what they need to be.
You know what was funny the other day? That somebody was having a controversy over like one of her albums and was like they would have respected her more if she had left Jay-Z during that Lemonade time.
Why?
And I have never been so confused in my life. Like, you would have respected this woman more for leaving her husband and her family instead of them figuring it out, finding a healthy way to coexist in a loving, healthy environment and raising their 3 children in this generationally wealthy billionaire culture. Like,
people just be saying
they
stuff.
just be saying it was a lot of people that were saying that. A lot of women especially. I was like, y'all be the bitter ones that y'all that's
such
terrible.
Poor people mentality.
It is.
It's so sad.
It is. Now, we're not saying that cheating is right and that you should just be out here willy-nilly. But if these 2 grown-ass people have decided to work past their problems, I just be so confused about how y'all want. Same thing with Russell Wilson and that little boy. Like, people be like, I can't believe that he's up here. You guys are upset because this man is regarding this child in which his mother I am married to, and we have 3 other children.
Yeah.
You guys want me to treat him like some insider because he has a father that doesn't pay attention to it? Like some outsider because he has a father that doesn't. The world is cooked.
Yeah.
We're in bad shape here.
This is Sodom and Gomorrah.
It is.
It's
Don't
awful.
turn around. We're going to turn into Sodom.
Y'all don't want to do what I said to do, but just look up the 4th turning.
The fourth turning?
Mm-hmm.
Are we
I ain't never heard you say that.
And we are in the fourth turning of the world. Because they say every 80 years, every 80 to 100 years, the world repeats itself. It goes into this.
You ain't gotta read no fourth turning. You go to the book of the Bible, turn to the last one, and read Revelations. Everything that's happening now
the fourth
is
the four horsemen. You know, shoot, it's terrible outside.
Get y'all shite together. Y'all need to get y'all gun licenses and everything. y'all
amendment
fallout
rights.
shelter, y'all everything.
Y'all better start memorizing the Bible, because soon we're gonna have to run to the hills.
Hello. In other controversial news in the Grammys or at the Grammys, Nicki Minaj fans, Grammys are one big scam after mistaken win tweet. So I also didn't know that Nicki Minaj has never won a Grammy.
She's never won.
She has never.
She had one last year.
Nope, never won a Grammy. To this point, The 66 Grammy Awards aren't off to the best start because the Recording Academy pulled a Warren Beatty, and Nicki Minaj fans are pissed. Here's the deal. The Grammys don't start until 5 p.m., but before the ceremony, the Recording Academy uses its X account to hand out some of the trophies, basically to cut down time during the ceremony. So the Recording Academy tweeted out a tweet or X'd out a tweet that said, "Congrats, best rap song winners, Barbie World from Barbie the Album, Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice featuring Aqua in the #Grammys. One of those awards, Best Rap Song, which was won by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice for their song Barbie World, a huge moment for the rappers, except it didn't last because the Academy seemingly took it back.
Oh, so they didn't?
They went back and they said, "Congrats to Best Rap Album, Rap Song winner, Scientists and Engineers, Killer Mike featuring Andre 3000, Future, and Aaron Elaine." So they retweeted that. You see, the Recording Academy deleted that category's tweets and posted a different one saying Killer Mike had actually won the trophy for his track, Scientists and Engineers. Multiple outlets are reporting KM as the real winner of the Grammy. So it seems Nicki Minaj is officially out of luck in this situation. Nicki's been through this song and dance before. She's now racked up 12 nominations without taking home a single one. She is also nominated for Best Song Written by Visual Media, but lost that one to Billie Eilish and Phineas for What Was I Made For When It Rains and It Pours. So that was the big controversy, and the Barbs were in an uproar.
So they mistakenly said that she won when she hadn't actually won?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they gave it to
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
Okay. So this has been a very big controversy, but it doesn't taken it. But if anyone's taking it harder than Nicki, it's the Barbs, who think the whole damn ceremony is rigged. They were on social media losing their goddamn minds yesterday. In fact, they're so sure about this. They've got Scammies and Barbie's World trending on X, basically claiming the Academy rigged the results because of Nicki's explosive beef with Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion just can't sit down and not be. I didn't want Ice Spice to win an award. Ice Spice actually performed at Clive Davis pre-Grammys award with no drawers on and patting her poom poom all over the place and bending over and skinning out. And I just feel like we have got to stop praising mediocre. And I hate social media for it. I absolutely despise it.
Did she win anything? Because she was nominated for a few things.
For that Barbie's World thing, she didn't get it.
Oh, so they didn't.
They did not win. Okay. Yeah, it actually Killer Mike took that, not Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And
which is crazy. I mean, this is the song in the background, the Barbie World instrumental.
I don't think this should be in the rap category in the first place. This sounds like some pop-ish.
Yeah,
I don't understand. And then. Let me leave Ice Spice alone because I've been able to see all the other girlies rise to fame. I even understand the mentality of the Sexy Red cult-like following. I don't get Ice Spice. I think she's so aloof and non-emoting. You know, like she's just not interesting to me.
She's very mechanic.
Yeah, not even mechanic because she don't even give enough energy to be mechanic. It's like she don't give a damn. Like it's a joke for her. Like I'm here, so let me just see how far I can get with just doing nothing.
Yeah, and she's gotten far.
I'm not even sure why she was tapped to perform at Clive's game. At whatever.
Davis.
I don't know. Whatever.
Because she's what's trending.
I guess. It's an industry plant.
Mm-hmm.
Father of Patrick Mahomes Sr. faces third DUI. He might need to sit it down or get his license removed from him.
He might need the people to come and take him away for a little bit.
Do you have any more? Oh, what is Dr. Dre's global impact? Women beating in headphones. Oh, Jesus. This was from our producer.
No, that's what people say.
Oh, that's what people were saying. So
yeah.
Go ahead. What is Dr. Dre's global impact? Women beating in headphones is what the crowd had to say about Dr. Dre being the recipient of the Global Impact Award, which I don't understand. I get Dr. Dre's ties to musical and hip hop history or whatever, but do you feel, Tristan, do you feel like the award should be named after Dr. Dre of all the people that it could have been awarded to? Do you feel like he can do
so
just?
Typically when people get these type of things, it's because they've contributed some kind of something,
like a little fiduciary,
some funds,
yes,
couple
okay,
of, it sounds like he probably gave the Grammys a couple of million, something like that.
That makes sense.
And out of respect for that, they gave him his own award.
Okay.
Like
a school being named, like the little library being named after this prominent thing. So you get that. Oh, yeah. That makes more sense because America seems so, sensitive these days that I wouldn't have.
To me, it's really weird where Dr. Dre has been able to position himself in hip hop.
Yeah.
Considering all this, the stuff where we know their background. Besides like NWA, we know that they had their big Death Row and all that stuff, Aftermath, and he's been in a lot of controversy. You guys, especially around women.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing that I hear about Dr. Dre is that everybody said that he's abused allegedly or whatever. But I mean,
remember we saw when he had picked up that one by her neck and slammed her or something like that. D Barnes or whatever her name was. That one from the show back in the day.
I was young.
Yeah,
I was young. But so it's when it gets to stuff like that, it's weird because it just seems like he's been able to. It's like some Illuminati.
I think last year when they came out, I think was it last year that they came out with this award? Was the first year that they did this award? It was after his.
I think it was not
Dr.
too
Dre
long.
is a recipient of so at the 2023 Grammys, he was the recipient of the inaugural Dr. Dre Award.
Yeah,
so when they did the introduction as to why they were giving him this Global Impact Award, it's because his music, the beats, the projects that he's been involved in have gone all over globally. And that like by the name of the award. So I think that's what it was about at that time, and it was controversial because a lot of people do feel like Dr. Dre does have
I think there's other people who's been more influential than Dr.
Dre.
Me, that's how I feel too. Like a lot, like Stevie Wonder. Because I saw this
Stevie Wonder. Terrible.
I don't know why.
Can you bring up the clip of Stevie?
There's a Michael Jackson Grammy Award. There's a Prince Grammy Award.
This is what I'm saying. I feel like besides Dr. Dre, there's a lot of other people that should have been, Tristan, try to find it. I don't want to.
What is it?
I'm gonna find it.
Stevie Wonder was presenting with Mariah Carey at something.
No. He what's his name? Stevie Wonder was doing a song with Billy Joe. No, not Billy Joe.
No, we talking about Stevie Wonder and Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
The video is down there at the bottom.
Oh, what's that? Was Stevie Wonder and Mariah Carey?
Yeah, he was doing something. He was giving her an award or an accolade or something from some other thing.
Oh.
And go to the stories. And
the very last thing at the bottom.
And he was like, she went to go use the microphone, but he was going to give her the microphone, but she already left from where he thought she was. So it was a little randomation. But and I just wanted to leave off with this one story because we were talking about Megan Thee Stallion a little bit earlier. On Friday, she actually signed a really innovative deal with Warner Music Group. She ownership of her masters and her publishing. So Megan Thee Stallion is in a position with the backing of a major entity to set a new precedent for artists taking the independent route with their music careers. On Friday, February 2nd, she officially announced her new distribution deal with Warner Music Group, a feat that was achieved only 3 months after severing ties with her former label, 1501 Certified Entertainment. In this first reported that the deal was within striking distance in December, the partnership will provide the Houston native with a global marketing and distribution service. In a social media post, Megan wrote, "Thank you, God, hotties today. History was made. Today, I signed a distribution deal with my new family where I maintain my independence as an artist and own my masters and publishing." The 3-time Grammy Award winner continued, "This is the first deal of its kind. I hope artists still on the come up, or even artists who are already established, never get discouraged by all the obstacles that come with this industry. Even with all the odds against me, I fought for myself. The hotties fought for me and Rock Nation fought for me. I'm forever grateful. Let's really keep it up, hotties." As an independent artist, her music will be released through Hot Girl Productions, an entertainment entity she founded. Megan wrapped up her celebratory message by acknowledging her late mother. "Shout out to Mama Holly. I know she's guiding me through all of it. This 28-year-old's mother passed away in 2019 with a battle from brain cancer." Big shout outs to Megan Thee Stallion for getting that. There are people, again, controversial people that are like, it's a bad deal. It's a 360 deal, all kind of stuff like that. And I think that's crazy because she literally owns her masters and is an independent.
It's a bad deal for her to own her own stuff.
No.
They're saying though that it's a 360 deal that she signed unknowingly again, so it can't be real that she would enter into a plea like that, enter into a deal with a major company, and it's not going to work out the way that she thinks it is. As long as
it's a distribution deal, she's good. She owns her production company. She's good.
She owns her and if she decides that she doesn't want to be with them, she can just do it on her own, and she now has a record label to do that. So big shout outs to Megan Thee Stallion for doing big, big things. A big shout out to all the winners of the Grammys. And again, big shout out to YSham for being there.
Shakay said, Candy said she's not coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh no.
Oh, and then here goes the video with Stevie Wonder handing the mic to Mariah Carey. Is it audio?
Oh, yeah. See, look.
I can't even remark about what just happened.
Rewind it.
But she's talking. Why is
because right here, he went to go help her and give her the mic from when he was whatever.
So wrong.
I can't even remark about what just happened. Does anybody realize that this is Stevie?
He's still trying to give her the mic. Poor thing.
And she had no idea that happened.
You know what I said, first of all, she didn't start talking until she got to the other side. Yeah. So it's probably hard for him to know where she was. And on top of that, Stevie Wonder is an older gentleman.
Yes.
He is not all wonderfully there. Let's really be very honest about it.
Why having Stevie Wonder perform at the Grammys though?
He's an icon.
He was doing
he is a national treasure. Don't you say that?
He did a tribute for Tony Bennett last night. Boy, I tell you, it's kind of cringeworthy. I was like, Jesus, why are they doing this to this
Because
man?
instead of, again, Stevie Wonder could have been the Dr. Dre musical. Global
Global
impact. So I don't really understand. Like, this man shouldn't be performing. He should be sitting down giving out awards in his honor. That's what he should be. But that was a good little laugh, and I'm pretty sure after he saw it, he laughed.
After he saw it? Let's go. Hell is coming. Let's go. Let's go now. Awful.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
I'm going to hell now. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are enjoying the miracle of radio.
Radio. New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.